Hi, welcome back. A bit of a short video this time, and it's just a fun one really. I wanted to do one. I'm a big chocolate fan, as some of you guys might know, and a lot of people have been talking about this Dubai chocolate, which is incredibly expensive in some places. I've seen it in supermarkets and stuff at ridiculous prices. I actually found this on Amazon. It's considered by people I've asked in the region to be of very good quality. They think it's one of the better options out there, and it's got the pretty much highest feedback on Amazon. So it's the first time I've ever had Dubai chocolate. I'm just going to try it on the channel, let you guys know what I think. And as a good comparison, you know, I guess you probably know I like chocolate. This is some high quality Swiss Carlier chocolate. I think this is, which one is this? It is the praline version, so it's got little bits of praline in it. I already know this is very good quality. I found this on Amazon as well, and I normally buy this in Switzerland and bring a ton back with me. So let's crack this open. Comes in just a small plastic packet. I paid about £4 for this. I've seen these going for like £12–15. This is 90 grams worth of chocolate in here. I've never had any chocolate from this region apart from maybe chocolate on the dates that I've eaten. I've had some covered dates from Dubai and from UAE before. So I've got it out of the fridge, broken it open. Kind of looks a little bit like a mint aero in there, a similar sort of texture. See, the chocolate's quite thick on it. Good quality chocolate. Has a little bit of a crunch. I'm not getting that much in terms of pistachio. A little bit more at the end. I'd say you definitely get the pistachio notes at the end. Almost a nutty, salty little flavour, which is actually really nice. As it got to the kind of end, and I'm guessing the chocolate had mainly melted off in my mouth, the kind of nutty flavour comes in there more, and that combination is really good. The slightly salty, nutty flavour with the milk chocolate. The milk chocolate on this is very thick, really good quality. It's a lot better quality than I thought it would be. It's not quite up to like really high quality Swiss standards, but if you're used to eating Cadbury's chocolate or something like that, it's definitely decent chocolate. You know, you wouldn't be upset if you just got this as a bar of chocolate with no filling in. You wouldn't be upset at all. It's not gooey as I expected. I don't know if it becomes more gooey if it kind of softens out a bit. I don't really see that. You know, it's kind of a dry flaky texture, but almost bubbly, but it is crunchy in the mouth. And I'll just have a piece of this to make a comparison, just to give you an idea of how it compares to what I would class as a high quality chocolate bar. So this is the Carlier. I really like this thinner chocolate. It reminds me a little bit of as a kid, I always used to prefer eating Easter eggs. I've still got a fetish for Easter eggs. You know, I bought a couple in the reduction sale just last couple of days and put them in the fridge because I love the thickness of Easter egg chocolate. It kind of gives it a different mouthfeel. You know, I don't like really thick chunky chocolate like the Tony's Chocolonely. I've had that. It's no doubt good quality chocolate, but the bars are so thick, you know, you almost have to sort of crunch through them with your teeth, and it kind of takes away some of the experience for me. And I prefer something a lot thinner. Now there's several reasons I think why thinner chocolate is better. Number one, it breaks up a lot quicker and better in the mouth. It also softens on the outside a lot quicker, so you get more of a smell from it, you know, and that's part of the flavour profile is in the smell. So as you're bringing it up to your mouth and you get the kind of notes of chocolate washing through your nose, that really enhances the flavour. And even when you're putting it into your mouth, you know, some of the smell is kind of coming up through your sinuses and stuff. So that makes a huge difference. and just the texture of it as well. Obviously it melts a lot easier in the mouth, so that kind of gives it a more creamy feel. With Easter eggs specifically, I actually found out whereas normal chocolate is like dropped out of a large syringe into like a mould, Easter eggs are actually spun, and it's this spinning process that perhaps adds to their kind of creamy consistency when you eat them. So they might have a whole little desirable level all of their own, apart from the fact they're a cool egg shape and they come in nice fancy boxes, which all goes towards the enjoyment factor. It might be the fact that that's spun chocolate that actually adds a little bit to the taste and the kind of mouth feel of them. So let's try this one. Carlier. Super smooth. I mean, there is no doubt that is high quality chocolate. You go a long way to try and beat that. I've had a few different brands of Swiss chocolate, including some of the uber expensive ones from their kind of very, very small producers that have these little boutique high street shops and do all their own chocolatiering on site. This stuff is, you know, virtually on par with that. Really, really good. If you ask a lot of Swiss people which they prefer, many of them will tell you Carlier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that entirely correctly. That's what I call it. That's how it seems to be spelt. I don't think there's a Swiss brand of milk chocolate I haven't liked, to be frank. But still, I'm incredibly impressed with that. Yeah, chocolate's good. Way better than I thought it would be. Does it warrant the extreme hype? It's been all over TikTok and God knows what. Maybe not. It is better than I expected, to be fair. It hasn't blown my head apart or anything. You know, the way that people have kind of hyped it up online, you'd think they'd never had any good quality chocolate anymore. Maybe they hadn't. Maybe that's half the problem. You certainly wouldn't be disappointed. You know, like I say, I paid about £4.50, I think, for this, which, considering you can pay £3 for a bar of similar weight dairy milk in this country, it's not really that expensive. So have a look around. I'll try and drop a link below if it's still for sale on Amazon, but it seems to come and go on there. I think people kind of have small quantities for sale, sell a bit, and then it runs out, and then you're on to the next possible dealer. Same with the Swiss stuff, you know, the Carlier comes and goes. Sometimes I see it on Amazon, sometimes eBay. It's worth checking and just trying to get yourself a good deal, because again, if you try and buy Swiss chocolate in this country and find like a Swiss chocolate dealer, they will charge you the absolute earth. They'll probably charge you 10, 12, maybe even £15 just for one packet. So there's nothing particularly unusual in the ingredients of the chocolate here, other than of course the pistachio cream, they call it, which looks to be 40%, which is the pistachio cream itself. So yeah, good quality ingredients, nothing scary or bad in there. I would recommend the brand, which is Elite, E-L-I-T. It says 1924 on there. I'm guessing that's when the company started. But yeah, very, very good indeed. I would recommend. I would also recommend you guys try some Swiss chocolate. If you tried this, let me know what you think. Do you like chocolate in general? If so, what's your favourite? If you like Swiss chocolate, let me know your favourites on there. And if I haven't tried them, then maybe in a later video I'll buy a whole bunch of different Swiss chocolate and we'll go through that. I know it's a dirty job, but someone has to do it, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll catch you all later.